Hi again. I want to talk to you a little bit about the class syllabus. I want to go over a couple of the main things, some of my classroom rules and expectations, and I want to let you know a little bit about what my grading philosophies are, extra credit, things like that. So, first of all, let's talk about rules and expectations really quickly. And the number one most important thing, this is the thing I want you to remember for the rest of your life, is don't breathe ceramic dust. We want to keep things as clean as possible, especially if this becomes something that you love to do and you end up doing for the rest of your life. I want you to develop healthy habits from the very start so that you don't breathe clay dust throughout your life and end up with health problems as a result. And so I want you to remember, don't breathe dust. Always have water and a sponge with you as you're working so you can clean your hands and keep your hands clean when you're done teaching, when you're done touching clay. Always, wipe everything up when you're done. Pay attention to where you're working so you're not dropping bits of clay on the floor. If you need to, you might want to put a tarp or plastic underneath your work area so you can easily clean up anything that falls on the floor. When clay gets all over our hands, it can dry out, so just keep washing your hands off. But don't do things like, if you have dry clay on your hands, don't brush your hands off because that'll make dust in your house, and you don't want to do that. If you have dry clay on a tool, don't scrape the dry clay off the tool. Wipe it off with a wet sponge. If you have a project that dries out and you need to scratch something in it or scrape it, don't do that inside, take it outside so you're making dust outside. Everything we do, I want us to not raise dust, whether that's in your house or in the classroom. The second most important expectation I have for you, my main classroom rule, is no meanness. That means when we're interacting with other classmates and things, I want you to stay positive and not pick on anybody. Nobody should get picked on, whether they're at school or online. I feel very strongly about that, and I hope that as ceramic students, you'll help me take the no meanness rule out into the greater community, and if you see someone being mean to somebody else, I hope you'll call them on it, because it'll make the world a better place. So, no meanness, no dust. Those are the two most important things for me. Probably the third most important thing for me is I want you to focus on your work. I want you to pay attention to details, to take the time to refine those details. When it comes to grading, that's really what I'm looking for. I'm checking to see if you've done the assignment that I've graded and fulfilled the criteria, but what I really want to see is the time you've put into it that's reflected by all the details you add to your projects and how you refine those details in your demonstration of the skills that I've taught you. Now, usually during the school year, we complete a project about every other week. If someone turns in a project after it's due, that's okay with me. I do not take off any points for things that are turned in late. I still want you to keep up so you're getting all the projects done, because I'll have to base your grade on what you've turned in by the end of a grading term. But if you need more time, then I'll give you more time, because I want you to be successful. I want you to be happy in ceramics class. Now, just because someone completes a project doesn't necessarily mean it's an A. I am going to grade your projects based on the quality of the work you produce. And that said, I want you to know I'm a pretty lenient grader. Most of the grades in ceramics classes are always in D's. I might get a few C's sometimes, but usually we have really high grades in ceramics. But still, if one person does an outstanding, super amazing job on a project, they're going to get a higher grade than someone who did a pretty good job on a project. And I know making things out of clay can be a challenge. So I want to let you know, if you do a project and you get a B on it, but you're a straight A student and it's really important for you to get an A in ceramics, let me know and I'll let you do extra projects for extra credit so that you can raise your grade and get whatever grade you're shooting for in this class. And I think those are really the main things that I wanted to tell you in this part of the video. And I think you're going to love ceramics.